with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Got some room at the 30, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, 47. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Show 81.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the Eagles' 27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go. Do it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Pernell McPhee. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ravens 3, Eagles nothing.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready? 47 right. 47 is the mic. Okay. Watch out.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the ready. 57's mine. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Keep it up, defense. Keep it 2. Check. Cover. Kill. 22. Check. Cover.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Now Howard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch QB drop. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's got the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Now Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Completes it to Aguilar. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Wentz now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. That's it. Here we go. Let's go.
To throw again, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
53, Mike. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 27, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Howard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They go with Howard again. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 17, Wentz, Ertz over the middle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... He's got him in, complete. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Don't let him breathe. Breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Back.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no point.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start out with...